Yo, yo, what up? Top of the top, you already know. Good morning, people. Good morning. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Another day. What's good? How y'all feeling today? What's up, man? We out here. Good morning, Latasha Jordan. What up, Zengard? J.E. ASAP Auto. What up? Shout out to the Midwest. What's up, Sassy? Good morning. What's poppin', Pone? What up? BX in the building. What up, Alan? Alan from the UK. What's up? Good morning, Miss Jackie. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? We up with it. We up with it. We back at it again. Look, the summer flying. Look, we got a couple days left of July. You know what I'm saying? August coming up. This shit flying, y'all. It's going real fast. I'm gonna let the people pull up, man. I'm about to get into it, man. I'm about to get down to business today. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hopefully everybody good. I'm feeling good this morning. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some things that's going on, which I already know. It's heating up. And today I'm gonna be talking about Miss Fannie Willis. A lot of y'all might not know who Fannie Willis is, but she on a mission and it's deeper than what you think it is. And she is the district attorney in Atlanta. And she is beefing with the Republicans. She coming for Trump and his people. And she is coming for these rappers based in Atlanta. So this woman is not just no ordinary chick. And she let it be known she not backing down. And I'm going to get into Miss Fannie Willis. And I'm going to speak on some of the things that's going on in Atlanta right now, but you should already know because I already spoke about it because it ain't just Atlanta. It's all over America. They just going to be the front, the face of it. And it's called the end of gangster rap, the end of gang banging and rap, drill rap, whatever you want to call it. It's an outright war on all of that, and it's getting shut down. And I'm going to be talking about how Lil Durk might happen to be under the radar of Miss Fannie Willis and Atlanta authorities because he does live in Atlanta, and it's been said some things about his label OTF, and I'm gonna get into that. And also, I'm gonna speak on Lil Boosie because Lil Boosie confirmed what I just said. He said that basically you're not gonna be able to gangbang and be a rapper. Basically, they shutting it down. But this ain't nothing new. This shit was common sense. It was bound to happen anyway. Other than that, man, salute to the chat. Salute to the family. Everybody on the check-in. Everybody tapping in. I see all of y'all. I'm going to get to y'all later. What's up, Black Barbie from the shop? Tasha Peters, Juicy Peach. What's up? Salute to everybody that's here. But like I said, without further ado, we're going to get into it. It's a For No Fame Live episode 223. Thanks for tapping in. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. I'm going to take my time, too. Check it out. Miss Fannie Willis. She is not a game. She's not playing. Some people say that she clout chasing. They say that she's trying to get her name up off of these celebrities. For those that don't know, she is the one behind Youngthug getting indicted, Gunna, YFN Lucci. They said she has a list. She came out the other day, last week, and said within 60 days, 2 more people or 2 more so-called gangs will be indicted. I already broke all of this stuff down with these 3-letter gangs and these 3-letter labels and how they got them going hand in hand, and they've been incriminating themselves the whole time. I already been speaking about all of this, and this has been going on in America because it's been trendy. It's been a fad. When you get a label or you got a street gang, you give a 3-letter name. It could be any name, but name it 3 letters, like the FBI, CIA, all of that. See that 3 letters, KKK, NOI, that's all the same shit they look for. But that's another topic. But I'm going to show you how all of this shit, see, because sometimes the people that set the fire is the same people that will come and put the fire out. You dig? Because some people don't understand politics. And the way the world is changing, crime is over with. And I sound like a broken record, but I've been saying this shit. So yeah, a lot of people been covering a lot of these stories, but they ain't give you the real source of what's all this really about. It's a shutdown of black culture. How about that? Things went too far, got too much out of hand. Everybody got paid, everybody cashed out, and now they're coming with something new. That agenda is over with. They have contaminated a bunch of enough minds right now. It's out of control. And now they shut it down to get their clout. But I'm going to get into that, man. I'm going to break this shit down. I'm going to take my time. This woman you see right here is the district attorney in Atlanta. But her number one beef ain't with rappers. And I'm not going to say she got beef. She's allegedly doing her job. And in my opinion, she is the voice and the face for other people that feel a certain way about all of this stuff going on. But she is originally one of the things, the biggest thing she's really doing right now that got her getting a lot of heat. It ain't rap. This is the woman coming for Trump and his people that he have that's in office, basically Republicans who work for Georgia. This is the woman coming for Trump, not only for that January 6th situation, but they're saying all this is alleged that, you know, how they're trying to say Trump has certain people in place to so-called rig up the votes. You know, when he said he got cheated, they trying to say that he dealt with, you know, some underhand business. That's what they're alleging. That's what they're alleging. She's the one doing the investigating. She's the one on Trump back right now. She's on his head. And in the way she speak, and from what I'm hearing, she's speaking and basically she's not backing down. And they actually said she is a head of the Department of Justice, meaning she's going harder than all basically forms of law enforcement. She's going very, very hard. Now, how this ties in with the rappers is because it's being said that she's using the rappers for clout, or not just for clout, but if she's going to come for the so-called ex-president, it's only natural she has to come for everybody else that's doing any type of crime or any type of allegations of anything dirty. Her job is to put in the dirty work. So we got to understand, when we're dealing with the Young Thug trial and Gunna, those indictments, those are very big indictments because those guys are millionaires. They're very rich. And yes, they are richer than a lot of politicians. Yes, they are. But like I told you, if they go to jail and if they get convicted, that money they made goes back to the state. That's her job, to get that money back to the state. Because if they get convicted, they're getting everything taken. It's going all back to the state. And she's also basically right now doing a shakedown on officials that was down with Trump, that just so happened to be in position in Georgia. So I'm just giving you a background who Miss Fani Willis is. She's not just no average black woman, no doja, no simple peon. No, she is backed by a lot. Put it like this: she is backed by the powers that be. I say that. She is the one doing the work for the hidden hand. And basically she don't care what people got to say. She don't care about nothing. There's also the woman allegedly been threatened in the YSL case with Young Thug. Now let me get into this real quick, just to give you an idea on who she is, right? Just understand her number one target is the Republicans, but her locking up these rappers and convicting these rich people is giving her more clout, and she got to make a message that she's not playing, because also she can't come for Trump and them, but meanwhile in the city of Atlanta is going to shit. All this chaos going on, so she got to make it all come together. And they say her office is very, very busy, and there's some more shit gonna come out. Now let me get into this real quick. Now they say this woman right here, Fani Willis, versus 16 Trump Republican supporters, is moving forward diligently against any Trump-related alleged crimes to which the fact may lead. They say she is moving ahead of the Department of Justice. Now, let me get into the other part of this episode. Keep in mind what I said. She really coming for Trump and them. But these people right here, they're going to be the scapegoat, and they're going to give her a little more clout. And this is her way of making a statement that she's not playing. So it has been said, according to MTO News, it's been said, it's all alleged information. None of this is a fact. These are allegations. This is what they're saying. They saying that she might be coming for Durk and OTF next. And basically they're saying she's making a name for herself by indicting hip-hop stars, getting them caught up in the Georgia RICO indictments. Fanny spoke out recently and told media to expect 2 more major indictments. Also, y'all, don't forget, King Von got killed in Georgia. Also, keep in mind, Lil Durk lives in Georgia. Now, I'm going to go on some more to give you some clarity on this. Matter of fact, Durk and his girl live in Atlanta. If people remember, a couple of months ago, Durk went viral for so-called having a shooting at his house, stuff like that. But anyway, that's something totally different. I'm gonna go through this. But anyway, I'm gonna show you. It's a lot of funny shit going on. Check it out. Now, they saying that Durk and his lawyers, they saying that the Georgia prosecutors have arrested some members affiliated with OTF, his label. And they're saying that these people from Durk's crew, OTF, are being offered deals to flip on Durk. And they're saying it's only a matter of time. But in Durk's defense, his team is saying that he is 100% innocent. Any indictments against him is lies. And they're trying to link Durk to a gang. They're trying to say OTF is a gang. But we know it's a label, but that's the same thing with YSL and every other label. It just so happened they named the label the same thing as the Offspring or the gang. Or, like I said, if you got brothers in the street pushing your brand, they're going to call them a gang if they dealing in any criminal activity. That's why all this is about law, wordplay, things of that nature. But I'm going to show you how all this is self-incrimination. Now, they saying that it's people from his clique that's locked up and they offering them deals. And his camp is getting ready and they saying they're going to fight. So they saying Durk team is not playing or sitting back. The legal team has been beefed up and is preparing for war with the prosecutor. And if the indictments come down, they saying Durk going to be ready. And also, they say over the weekend, some of y'all might know, they say Durk shut down his Instagram page over the weekend. Some say it's for him to clean his page up and get certain things on order. But it's been said he shut down his Instagram page. So maybe that's why that fake viral video of Lil Durk came out, so they can get him to pop back out. I don't know, but it's some funny shit going on. But let me continue. He allegedly shut down his Instagram page. But the thing is, they probably already was watching his page already and probably already got everything they needed to get, because that's how they move. Y'all should already know that. Now, you got to remember, the only proof they need in the RICO case is to prove that a person is a member of the criminal organization. As well, they have to prove that the individual committed at least 2 minor crimes at some point, as well as funding or giving any money to any of those so-called members. So let me clarify that. Anybody in OTF, if they could prove that Durk gave any of them money, you know how rappers be giving them chains and things like that. If they can prove he gave them any kind of money, if they got him indulged in any type of crime, which I'm going to get into, and if they could paint a picture that the members of his so-called label have been indulged in any street crime, that's where he can get charged at the top of the food chain of the RICO And I'm not going to keep saying we already seen this happen already. And we seen the other dude, he snitched on everybody. But he set the stage because that was the beginning of all of this. That whole Tekashi 6ix9ine was the beginning of all of this. That's why any rapper in the game, once they seen what happened with Tekashi 6ix9ine, they were supposed to switch up their whole formula, their whole format. Because Tekashi 6ix9ine laid down the blueprint on how to get your whole crew indicted in a RICO case. But you'll see most of the rappers, they didn't get smart. They was wasting time clowning 6ix9ine. So check this out. Now, keep in mind, they already told you that members of OTF have been locked up because they've been down in Georgia. How long they been down in Georgia? Right before, a little bit before King Von got killed. People forget that. People have a short memory, but we're going to get into it. Now, before that happened, people forget Lil Durk got locked up in Atlanta for a so-called murder. Alleged information. Him and allegedly King Von got wrapped up in some mess, as well as this dude you see in the picture. Now, I've been covered this a long time ago. Like when I first started out, I didn't speak on it. I put video clips together to show people that something was suspect. And the video was called Suspect Behavior with Lil Durk. But anyway, this man you see right here to the right, he's dead. And he was one of the members allegedly involved with this so-called murder case. He's dead. Now, if I'm not mistaken, somebody else is dead that was in the case. But this dude you're looking at from the right, he alleged was in the car at the incident where somebody allegedly got killed. And allegedly, remember, they dropped the video footage and the camera footage. And allegedly, they said on the camera footage that Lil Durk was seen shooting. But this person you see right here, he's in the case too. He's dead. We know King Von is in that case. He's dead. And people forget about King Von's last tweets, last posts. People also forget that at the end, Lil Durk and King Von wasn't even hanging like that. Even though I understand it's due to the case, they couldn't hang together. But you just got to keep in mind, they wasn't hanging together in King Von's last days. And I'm not alleging nothing. This is all public information. The shit is old, but guess what? This shit be going over people's head because they forget. Microwave era. Now check it out. He has already been arrested in a so-called murder case, allegedly so-called seen on video committing a crime. So that's already incrimination, which will already put him in position to get caught up in his RICO, as well as other people already telling, because people keep forgetting that even with the Young Thug case, with all these indictment cases where the big dog get charged, people keep forgetting they already get the low-level people. They get them to tell. They make your name hot. They start drawing pictures. Even if half the shit is lies, they make you hot. They get their ass out of jail, and they put the spotlight on you. So now we can officially say, we know. Now, mind you, this case with Von and Lil Durk happened 3 years ago. Lil Durk has never finished this trial. This happened in June 2019, right before the pandemic. That's 3 years ago. See how fast time flying, y'all? You see the shit flying? 3 years, that quick. Somebody gonna be finishing college in another year. That's how fast the time going. But my point is, it's going so fast, people not remembering shit. So this is an open case right here. Members of this case is dead. Now you got to remember, this happened in Atlanta, which falls under the jurisdiction of Miss Fannie Wilson, the district attorney in Atlanta. This all happened in her jurisdiction. And it's still an open case, which could further speed up the indictment. Now, not only that, let's get into this. Lil Tim, this is the man that killed King Von at that hookah lounge in Atlanta. And that hookah lounge in Atlanta is probably still open. About 4 other people done got shot up. A couple more people done died at the same hookah lounge. And people also say that when I saw the video, when King Von got killed, it was police on the street. Also, the rapper Trouble that is dead, he was at the same event when King Von got killed. He was there too. A lot of funny shit going on in Atlanta. But this so-called killer, Lil Timmy, that we've seen on video, he's still out right now. So my point is, it's no telling who's talking. It's no telling who's been cutting deals with this woman right here. We also understand allegedly that 4PF Lil Baby record labels on there, another 3-letter, 4PF, OTF. All of them do the same fucking shit. Like I said, that's why they get caught up in the same shit. All that following shit, cloning. Anyway, keep in mind, this case still open. Case still open, y'all. This might still be open for this might have been 2 years. So anybody that know about law, crime, street activity, you know about the streets, you already know most people that when they let certain shit continue to go on, 9 times out of 10, they're already doing all investigations. That's how this shit work. So when they lay a smack down, everybody getting shipped off and they don't got a leg to stand on because they're already breaking down the weak links within an organization. So when it's being said that members of OTF already getting jacked up and they already been locked the fuck up, common sense to tell you most of them are already talking. But it's a lot of weird things going on. Also, you got to remember, Lil Durk is cool with the mayor of Chicago. And she's cool with the Democrats in Atlanta. A lot of politics going on. But anyway, he still has an open case. But since the open case, he allegedly was shooting at somebody trying to break in his house. He's been doing a lot. But we neither here nor there. King Von, rest in peace. Lil Timmy still walking around. Quando Rondo just made a point to brag. Remember, this Quando Rondo homeboy. Quando Rondo is the person King Von allegedly beat up at the hookah lounge before he got shot and killed. Quando Rondo made a point to come online yesterday, day before, and say that NBA YoungBoy gave him $1 million. You also got to remember, NBA YoungBoy is down with Quando Rondo, which makes him affiliated with Lil Timmy, the killer of King Von. And it's also been alleged that NBA YoungBoy was messing with King Von's girlfriend or ex, whatever you want to call it. All of this shit ties together. My point is, I don't know everything. I don't got all the answers. I don't want to know everything. But you'd be a damn fool to think that this woman right here don't know everything. And she's the one coming for all of them. She's coming for, mind you, they're not just rappers, they're millionaires. Yes, they do have legitimate business, but it's the people they're affiliated with that keep doing fuck shit that's getting them all indicted. Because people got to remember, with the RICO law, it was created to take out the mafia, the mob, the Italian mob, because they moved so smooth, they couldn't catch them on nothing. And the bosses would stay far away from the workers. So they couldn't catch them. So they had to come with different laws of conspiracy to link and connect dots. But now rappers are stupid where they actually make themselves available to the same people that's in the street committing these acts, because I already spoke about how once you become a rapper within the past the past 5 to 10 years, you had to claim a gang, because you claiming a gang helped to push your brand and your raps and your credibility. So in the days of CB4, when we used to joke on studio gangsters, this generation got tricked to wear their gangsterism or claim their gang and wear it on their sleeve, flag, rep the gang, hang with the gang. And that's all self-incrimination. And then we also seen how the gang, all of the street activity was getting posted on the fucking internet, which is one of the key factors used by law enforcement. They actually use social media more than they use their guns now. They use social media more than any other form of investigation. Dude, I don't know why niggas don't understand that. We've seen the Wu gang, Pop Smoke gang get indicted. We've seen all this shit go down. Every city, every state, because it don't matter what state you in, it's all federal. Federal gets the last laugh. But a lot of this Lil Durk might have brought on himself. Not saying he's under arrest, but it's been said that his team is getting ready and they ready to fight He innocent. They ain't going out like that. And they getting strapped. They getting ready. In the court of law, they ready to fight. And they saying that's part of why Lil Durk shut down his grant. But he already had an open case. Allegedly a murder on video. And everybody know about law. You know video, things of that nature. It's already... Basically, that's they can use a video as a witness. That's already part of you being incriminated. Also, another open case, your partner allegedly in that crime, he's dead. Then the one that killed him, he's still walking around. So it's a lot of funny shit going on. But the key thing I'm saying, this woman is not playing, and they saying there's more to come, and it's a lot of people talking. Because from people talking, from self-incrimination online, and them doing their homework, I'm pretty sure they got a whole lot of evidence, and that's all they need because their job is easier. And all of this hip-hop, rap shit, drill, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're going to use them for the scapegoats. Just like in every city, you've been seeing they've been using the ghost guns for clout. They've been you already know Joe been paying all of these mayors and high officials money to fight crime because the cap that the Democrats is doing, let's fight crime and make it and clean it up. But while we fighting crime, we're going to bang on Republicans at the same time. Because look, common sense. Yes, they locking up the street members for ghost guns and crime, but they also got a vendetta against legal firearm holders who are mostly Republican. It's a lot of funny shit going on. It's a lot of politics. I'm not here to break it all down. I'm just showing you that the shit is playing out right in your face, and it's not a game. This is not a regular woman. She is basically representing the United States of America and how they look at all of this shit. Because the fire has been set, the mind control program has been working. Now they're going to exterminate it and shut it down because it's out of control. And now they have enough people incriminated where they could do a massive sweep. And all of these massive sweeps apply to the regentrification, the remix of your neighborhood. It also applies to new people coming in your city, taking your place, because that's what it is. And I already told y'all, people that listen to me, every place of tourism, every place that generates revenue for this country, they're cleaning it up because they're making room for other people to come and enjoy the luxuries of America and to enjoy all of the different things that America has to offer that you no longer want a part of or don't care about or you don't put money into. And I'm also going to get into some other things that's taking place to give you more proof about how a lot of this talk you're hearing about Planned Parenthood and these abortions, it all goes to one thing, and I'm going to get into that too. But let me keep it pushing. Now I'm going to go to Lil Boosie. Now, I go hard on Lil Boosie sometimes because Lil Boosie used to be doing the same dumb shit. But Lil Boosie used to be one of the realest in the game. So every now and then, Lil Boosie say some real shit. Now, let me say this. When Lil Boosie be acting stupid, I don't know if that's a front. It could be a front. Some people know the game. You got to play dumb. Maybe Lil Boosie played dumb. But Lil Boosie said something real smart on Vlad TV in one of his interviews recently. And this is what Lil Boosie said. Now, Lil Boosie was speaking on gangbanging in hip-hop and basically said it's over. He said basically they doing all of this to separate gangbanging from rap. They basically going to tell you you can't be a gangbanger and still be a rapper. You basically going to have to be a fake rapper. Now, for people that listen to For No Fame, y'all know I've been saying this shit months ago. But here's the confirmation of what I said. So that's why I'm telling you, yeah, a lot of people be doing their thing up on these platforms. Yeah, you might have been around. Yeah. But I'm telling you, you ain't ahead of the ball like me. They don't crack these codes and break the information like I'm bringing it because I've been talking about all of this shit. When everybody was doing everything else, I've been telling you that hip-hop, crime, rap, all that shit over with. Now we got proof. Lil Boosie just told you. You can't be a rapper and a gangbanger no more, because gangbanging is labeled as terrorism. The war is on you. Anybody with the knucklehead, hard-headed, criminal mentality, the war's on you. Ain't overseas. That shit in Ukraine ain't got shit to do with what's going on right here. It ain't got nothing on that. Because by the time you look up, it's going to be so many niggas gone. That's what time it is, because that's what Joe gave the money for. What you think Joe paid New York City $30 million for? And many other cities he dropped the bag. What you think it was for? And why you think this U.S. district attorney is going hard for the government? Because the government, they're on their shit right now. Now you see why all that PPP money, you see why everything got done. It's all coming to the light. And a lot of these three-letter gangs that's affiliated with rap, a lot of them indulge in the PPP money. How we know that? Because we just seen the whole Wu gang get snatched up in New York. For what? Scamming. But that's just how they dealt with that city. It's going on all over. It's a fucking warfare, but it ain't no guns. That's why niggas keep losing. They don't understand. So Lil Boosie confirmed that you can't be a gangbanger no more. It's over. He said they're basically trying to separate it. They're going to tell you you can't be a gangbanger. Now let's speak about some proof. Let's break it down. Nipsey Hussle. Was he not a gangbanger, allegedly? I'm not going to call none of them gangbangers, but we all know for a fact they're affiliated because they wore it on their sleeve. Nipsey Hussle. I could have sworn he was a crit, a rolling 60. Where he at? Mo 3, blood affiliated. Where he at? I could have sworn he resting in peace right now. Pop Smoke. What was Pop Smoke? Allegedly a crit. Where he at? He's not around no more. And it's a whole lot of others. To show you that they don't want gangbangers in rap. I already told you they changing the frequency. They're going into another direction with hip-hop rap music. They get into EDM, things of that nature. They're looking at music on a world scale. And I told you, my opinion, a lot of these rappers are going to be replaced with white rappers and other people. Most of the rappers now, look how you always hear about Tory Lanez. He's from Canada. But we know Tory Lanez ain't better than half the rappers that's out right now, but you'll see he get most of the light. I'm just giving you examples of Drake, DJ Khaled. These people not from here, but that's not the point. The point is they promote it. They let you promote being a gangbanger all of this time because they've been creating files. And really the whole point of it all was to corrupt and fuck up the minds of the young people. So the young people's minds are already fucked up enough. So now they can say, let's shut it down. It's getting out of control. We met our mark. Because people don't understand. Some things are put in place, but they have a marker set. Or should I say a goal. And sometimes once they reach the goal, they can shut it down. So that's what we're watching right now. The operation of fuck up young people's mind with the use of rap, which started from drill music, which started from Chief Keef, because they've been starting this shit. This shit been going on for over 10 years. It all started with the Chief Keef situation. That's why most of these young boys that are now older, most of them will tell you they was raised off of Chief Keef. Lil Durk is from Chief Keef's circle. People be forgetting that. Chief Keef started all of this shit, but he didn't start the negative aspect because Chief Keef has been chilling. He been moved to California. He is laying low. He understand that the music is just the music. He separated himself from everything else. But what happened was a lot of people didn't peep game and they tried to follow in Chief Keef's footsteps, but they didn't actually know how to move and separate themselves from particular criminals and particular individuals still indulging in criminal activity. So this whole platform that was set in the Obama era, the Democratic era, is now being executed in another Democratic era, because sometimes the people that light the fire will be the ones that put it out. And my point is this. Look how many teenagers, young men in their 20s have been affected, slaughtered, slayed under mind control with this program called drill music, rap music. I don't give a fuck what name you put on it. Back in the days, it was called gangster rap, NWA. It's the same shit. All they do is keep remixing the names. But it's the same formula. I'm going to give you an example. In American culture, cheeseburgers. In a Mexican culture, taco. But a taco and a cheeseburger consist of the same elements. Only difference is the bread and what it's wrapped in. Beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato. You get what I'm saying? My point is this. A lot of games been played, a lot of manipulation. So the fire is out of control. Now they putting out the fire. That's why I say it's hot in Atlanta, because all of these activity, when they tried to make Atlanta the mecca of rap, and everybody wanted to run to Atlanta to be a rapper. Rap was a mind control. You get it? I'm a rapper. You see, it made people sick in the head. When people said, fuck this, or fuck a job, fuck all that. Yeah, I speak on job. You know why I speak on job now? Because I know better. Now, when I speak on getting a job, it's not to say, oh, go work for the white man, go slave. I'm not saying that. I understand now the way it's been set up. You have to have a solid foundation as a tax-paying citizen. What you do off the record, that's your business. But on paper, you have to look a certain way, unless you don't want to get put in a certain category. Like, remember in school when you wasn't, if you acted up, or if they felt like you wasn't smart enough, they put you where? In a whole nother category called what? Special ed. Well, that's what it is now. For the people that's not complying with the ways of America, you getting put in special ed. Or should I say, you getting put on a terrorist list. You getting put in a category with everything filed, and you're going to get blamed because they're going to say, y'all the ones that's fucking up America. Y'all the reason why shit fucked up. Like I told you, all that relates with the population reduction. It is not for everybody. It's for a certain amount of people. I'm going to keep repeating the shit. I got new people that tune in, but I got to make clarity. It's a certain element they want done. It's not what they want. It's what the fuck they doing right now. And a lot of this is taking place over this summer. Because they already told you before this year over with, shit, all this shit gonna be executed. It's getting executed right now as we speak. It ain't just Atlanta. They just the poster child. It's going on everywhere. Because the streets are dry. Y'all know when I've been reporting, people been talking about all of the major busts. I done reported stories of pounds getting caught coming into Florida, hundreds of pounds of weed, 100 kilos of cocaine getting snatched up off the borders, whole bunch of fentanyl getting found. I've been reporting all this, and I told y'all know that. I said, look, all this is going to have a trickling effect on the street. The street's going to dry up. What you see right now, the street's drying up. I've been talking about this in the wintertime because I know the game. I've been playing this shit way back when. I always do to stay ahead of the ball, because guess what? All of this shit is a system. And if you pay attention to the system, you can beat the system. But a lot of people was dumb. They didn't know how to beat the system because you was taught to put everything on blast, be on Front Street, brag about everything you do, and you fell into the trap. That was also the formula used in trap music. So what they did was take trap music, which started in Atlanta, fused it with Chicago drill, put it all together, which made a whole nother genre of incriminating music. Well, back in the days, yes, rappers hung around gangsters, but they knew to keep their distance. They knew to keep their hands clean. They knew how to do certain things and how to move. So I'm trying to tell you, none of this shit ain't new. It's just that only difference from back in the day, people knew how to move. And they knew how to distance themselves. And some of the people within the entourage was a lot more smarter. Basically, it was based on captain and lieutenant. The rapper that was bringing the bag was the captain. He had a lieutenant, which was his main man, his right-hand man he grew up with. And his right-hand man, the lieutenant, was going to watch his back and make sure everybody else stayed in pocket and did what they were supposed to do. Example, Biggie and D-Rock. I'll give you a whole lot of examples. You see? And they knew how to separate the two. And then the rapper that made it to a certain level would get his boys out of the street and keep them clean and get them legitimate jobs, or just let them keep their hands washed. And if their hands was dirty, they couldn't be around them. Only difference is now, niggas thought it was cool to brag about being in the game. Ain't nothing to brag about being in the game. especially if you put in real work. If you know for a fact you put in real work and you really, really, really be with them killers, what the fuck is to talk about? But that's a whole nother topic. But it's all confirmed now. But I had to break it down that this woman, Fani Willis, she's not a fucking peon. She's really coming for Trump and them. That's her big look. Her big agenda is really Trump and them. Her low level agenda is the rappers. But she got to deal with both of them. But she's going to get, because meanwhile, put it like this, the whole Trump situation is taking more investigation with more powerful key players, more politicians. So they got to move with that a certain way, but they already understand it's more easier, more faster to lock up these rappers because they got more money. We can take their money faster. We can do away with that whole element. We can clean up these streets, and it's all going to coincide with the infrastructure bill because as they're building all these new luxury homes, I already fucking broke this down. Look in your fucking city, you will see luxury homes been being built over the past couple of years. They turned up within the past 2 years in the pandemic. You'll see that everything is getting remixed because the plan is you not to be there, and that's what all this shit is about. You've been seeing casinos being built, all type. Man, some of y'all so grand and so fucking stupid. No disrespect, but y'all don't understand the big picture of what be going on. Y'all don't understand this shit. But these politicians are pushing an agenda and they getting to where the fuck they trying to go. Now, let me go to this next story because this shit kind of relate. And it's some serious shit. Republicans are launching a bill that will require fathers to pay child support to unborn babies. Meaning you get a chick pregnant. Once she say I'm pregnant, child support kicks in. And I told y'all all this right here, it's got to do with the population control. That's why I said population control is not exactly what you think it is. They want to control a certain people. They want to control a certain population because they feel like a certain population, they're tired of taking care of them. So my point is, you see for yourself, the government is not trying to take care of you and your family no more. They're not trying to take care of people no more. That's why you see they've been pulling back on everything. Yeah, you might get help, government assistance, but everything you got to buy went up. Yeah, you've been hearing beef about Planned Parenthood and all that. But they really trying to scare your ass from having kids, or they're trying to promote if you can't afford to have kids and you're sticking your dick in anything, we not taking care of that shit. And they know niggas, guess what, y'all? I'm gonna tell you a secret. Niggas are more scared than child support than AIDS. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Niggas are more scared of child support than AIDS. So if we can make the father have to pay child support when the female get pregnant at conception, that nigga would think twice before he what? Busts a nut in this woman's womb. He would think twice, 3 times. But it's also going to still start a lot of chaos. But this is being passed. And 50 Cent also spoke on this. He felt a certain way. But you got to understand. And it's also, it's like a, put it like this. This is like a condom made into a law to make you think twice before you go up in a woman raw and unleash your load in her. You dig? They passed legislation on this. And for a lot of dudes who like to get a lot of chicks pregnant, that shit gonna be your destruction. Because I already told you, they're making it where your children are your burden. So yeah, it's a beef about abortions and things like that, but they look at it like this. We could just, if we could scare them from having sex, that'll still cut down some of these numbers. And also it deals with, it'll make you think twice that what? If you don't really love this woman and you know for a fact you're not trying to take care of her, don't be getting people pregnant because you're going to pay for that shit. And niggas are more scared of child support than any disease on the planet or AIDS, period. Niggas scared of that child support. But I also hope that this doesn't get a lot of females destroyed because a nigga want to panic that he got you pregnant and he's scared to pay child support and he do some dumb shit. This is real shit going on. It's all going together because I told you the war is on you. Decrease them fucking numbers. They having too many kids. We not taking care of them no more. because that money can go to other shit. People that listen to me know I've been breaking this shit down. I've been talking about it all. Now it's in your face. It's coming together because they speed it. They done hit the fast forward button. All of this shit going on at one time. While you worried about this, that, and the third, they got some whole shit going on. And this is a slick attack on the so-called melanated black man, allegedly. Why? Because they are the main ones accused of not taking care of their kids. I'm not saying it's the truth, but that's the fucking stereotype. And these niggas been having kids too fast, too much. They outdoing us. One people DNA genetics are speeding up, mass reproduction, and one people, they shit slowing up. So to even this shit out, we got to put certain laws into play. And plus, all this goes to what I told you before. What we already know is when people started having a whole bunch of kids just to boost up their taxes. This got to do with that. Just like when you go to file this year, it's going to be a little different. They peeped all that shit. Why? Everybody was telling every fucking thing online, bragging about everything on social media. Oh, my taxes is this. Oh, I'm this. All this fucking bragging shit. You didn't understand that social media was designed to study your social behavior. Y'all don't understand that. Why you think even social workers look at your fucking shit to see if you slipping on your shit? It's social, meaning everybody can have a look-see. Everybody can have a say-so. That's why the internet was one of the biggest weapons they use against you. But really, you use it against yourself because you don't know how to use it. Now they have studied you. Your whole life is in a fucking algorithm, like I said. Your whole life is in an algorithm. That's why anybody can wake up and try to be you. It don't matter. They don't study you long enough. That was the whole science. I already told you. When you see all them white people on TikTok dancing like you, that was them mocking you to show you, nigga, you niggas can be replaced. We can do whatever you do. We can rap like y'all. We can do sport. We can dunk. We can do whatever. We don't even need y'all no more. And once we slide in these people that's not from here, we're going to replace you. They did the same thing back in the day. I already broke all that shit down. After slavery, what they do, they started letting everybody in through Ellis Island. That was to spite you. Yeah, y'all free, but now we're going to let in a whole bunch of people that still take y'all jobs. And that made a lot of people end up back in slavery because they was free, but they couldn't get a job. They were still broke. So some people went back into, master, can I get a job? Because the Irish came, the Italian came, everybody came and took over shit once you became free. Man, they doing this shit again. Shutting shit down, letting a whole new wave come in. Because guess what? The country got to keep running. Or should I say, the powers that be have to stay in position. That's why it's a whole lot of mental games going on. But it ain't my job to break it all down. I'm just bringing the information because it's all public. That's it. What you do with your life, that's on you. But I got to give people proof because I understand my people are hard-headed. That's why part of the suffering going on due to the hard-headedness, also due to the hard-headedness that was already written of a stiff-necked people that will be somewhere that ain't theirs or somewhere they don't know what the fuck is going on or who they are. That's going on right now. We in the last days of all this shit. So to show you, they got a law in place. You get a chick pregnant, and you get a chick pregnant, she start throwing up and getting them symptoms, she can go right down and put your ass on child support, my nigga. Now this right here is the big monkey wrench in the game right here. And this is going to affect the whole scenario of the taxes. You see, that's how it's going down now. Because they know you've been balling off them taxes for the past 10 years. You've been balling off them taxes. And now a lot of y'all got kids you can't even fucking take care of. That's why I told you a lot of people got kids now. They dying, they killing their kids by mistake, all type of stupid shit because they wasn't parents in the first place. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm just showing you what the fuck is going on. All right. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody tuned in. This straight business right now. Episode 223. Now let's go on to the next story. I already broke this nigga down right here. You see him with that blood on his knife? You see how he just killed that black man over a bag of chips? Well, all you need to know, he ain't getting charged with murder. Case dismissed, out of here. It ain't even going to trial, done. And don't forget, that man got killed because it was a female in the store beefing with the man over some potato chips. She went and got the dude. The dude came back in and got stabbed up and murdered. And I told y'all, to some people, he's a hero. That's why he ain't getting no time. But if you was in the street of New York and you had to stab somebody and kill him in self-defense, you'll get time for that. They won't let you just walk like that. He's about to walk. Because I told you, when they come here, they get certain passes and privileges, and they also are taught that you are a fucking animal and a savage. And if you get out of line, they can use brutal force and be okay. This is the shit that's going on right now. And they made sure they put it in the New York Post. This picture went worldwide because I told you, it's deeper than what you think it is. This is a symbol of a slaying of a people that got out of control, which is why she's in position to take care of a people that is out of control. All this shit relates. I don't care where you at. This is America. I don't care what state, what city you in. All of this shit runs concurrent. I noticed this years ago when everybody getting locked up was going to the feds. Back in the day in America, when shit went down, it was about federal jurisdiction, meaning certain laws were put in place to put America in place, and those laws were against the natives. So, and none of this shit new. You just looking at the remix 10 times 10. All of these things have to be in place for the new world to come about. Because yes, we are in the middle of a new world order. Yes, we are in the middle of things being switched around and changed. And they know certain things have to be put in place. But guess what? Within the new world order, the only really difference is your people are going to be out of order. And your people is not going to be in the loop. That's the name of the game. I told you it's called Take Yourself Out. So your hard-headedness, stubbornness now will be your fucking demise. That's how the game played now. Ain't nobody going to do shit to you. Ain't nobody going to tell you what to do. The choices you make is going to affect the rest of your life. Because they understand that they have corrupted people's thinking. They can't make the right choice if it was right in front of their face. Why you think people fail tests even though it's A, B, C, D? Multiple choice, people still fail because they understand that you will be dumbed down so much you won't know the right answer even when it's in your face. Man, they dealing with a whole nother level. While people running to get guns, who you fighting, who you shooting at, it's a whole nother shit going on. That's my point. Also, yesterday in New York City, some of y'all already know about this. Some might say it was coincidence. Some might say it was a ritual. I don't know, but I know one thing. A man got his top popped off at the site of them filming Law and Order. A Law and Order member, not a cast member, but a crew member, meaning he could have been a cameraman, a light man, anything. He got his head popped off 5:15 in the morning. They say he was sitting in his car, and out of nowhere, a man with a black hoodie came up to the car, shot him in the head, and kept it moving the other way. The person is still on the loose. They do not know who did it. And they're filming Law and Order right now, which is a police TV show that's been on for 20-some years. So while they filming Law and Order, organized crime, because I do watch that, and I told people way back when organized crime was breaking down everything that's going on right now. Why the fuck I peeped this shit yet? Why the fuck y'all think they brought out Law and Order, organized crime? They also brought out the show called FBI. I watched that shit because they put everything in it. They've been doing this shit. While you was watching Power, yeah, I was watching Power, but I was watching FBI too. And they was showing you every fucking thing. How they right in New York, right in certain rooms, big ass screens, watching the whole city, feds on top of everything. And they put all this shit on TV. Now it's playing out in real life because some people say life imitates art. Some people say art imitates life. What just so happened at the Law and Order filming, a man that was down with the cast or the crew, he got killed on site before they started filming. And we already know this is going to still give publicity to Law and Order. It's going to keep people tuned in, but I'm going to tell you, the law and order, organized crime, that shit is lit. They tell you everything in that shit. That shit and Chicago PD, they tell you everything in that shit. That's all I'm saying. So all of this weird shit going on this summer, and all of this shit is going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's called the cleaning up of America. So when you was told to fund the police and all that was a hoax. All that was a hoax. Because while we were saying defund, I ain't say that shit, but while people were saying defund, guess what? They got extra funded. They got more money. It's a whole lot of money. But what you don't understand is it's not about police pulling people over no more and walking down the street. It's about them using that technology that makes their job easier and also gives them more money to convict your ass with overtime hours and things like that. And it's a whole lot of shit going on. It applies with the city council. I already told you it got to do with a lot of these organizations. It's all government. You take it or leave it. So all this shit relate. Now I'm gonna go back to the top because, like I said, I ain't gonna be too long. You know, I got into the source of the shit. I'm not gonna waste no time. But like I said, this woman right here ain't no peon. They trying to make it like she just some black woman that's just harassing niggas. No, she got beef with Trump and the boys. She's trying to clean house in Georgia. She's trying to hold people accountable for that January 6th issue. And she's also alleging that Trump and Republican members that work for Georgia was doing certain things underhanded so Trump could win the election. That's her real fight. That's her real smoke. And the rappers, they just the ones that's going to give her a little bit of clout. And it also got to do with her cleaning up the streets of Atlanta, leading by example on how to take back the community, how to take back the district. So she is fighting more than one war, but you got to understand it's not just her. She is the face for who? The U.S. government. That's why I'm telling y'all this shit deeper than what y'all think it is. Now you understand why these past months, so many rappers been dying, so many rappers been going to jail. Remember when I told y'all it was payback season? But it's really just mean you reap what you sow. The seeds you plant, the things you do, now they being presented to you. That's all it is. That's right. Yeah. Okay. She a sorrow soldier. Okay. I believe that. They all down with each other, man. They all down, man. That's all that Black Lives Matter. That's right. That's everything. What up, though, Rondell? What's up, Miss Deja? What's up, y'all? Y'all know I've been cooking this morning. What up, Mr. X? You know what I'm saying? We've been getting down to the get down. You know what I'm saying? To show people how all this shit relate. But guess what? Today, only thing with Atlanta is it's just a commercial. You know, Atlanta is just getting a spotlight because they know a lot of black people like to run to Atlanta, but it's deeper than Atlanta. Remember, it's 50 states. That's just one state, Georgia. This is happening in every state. But the only difference is a lot of places are starving. Ain't no money circulating like that. So the indictments are going down a little bit, but mostly people are getting locked up for other crimes, state crimes, robbery, drug dealing, shit like that, petty crimes. But for these petty crimes, they're getting a whole lot of time. And don't forget, the number one thing for all of this was to attack the kids, because the children, the young boys, they look up to all these people. They look up to Durk. Durk is like their daddy, their uncle. NBA Youngboy is like their uncle. Chief Keef is like their uncle. They look up to these people. That was the whole agenda that they wanted to do, and they already did it. So now most of your kids are rebellious, don't have a clue, they're not educated, they don't know what's up. Therefore, they're already subject to be victims. So when your generation of kids, right, your kids now, when they start having these kids and start trying to live their life, they're going to have them jammed up with child support. This generation will be jammed up with child support from the rip. Remember, they destroyed a lot of families with child support. They made a lot of black men poor with child support, but I really can't say they did. A lot of black men made themselves poor with child support, having too many kids. Y'all understand the game? In America, other people can do what they want to do. But when you try to do what other people do in America, it becomes your burden. Let me give you an example. You're running by a house. Sometimes the house could become your burden. If you ain't make the right moves, you run and get a car. If you ain't make the right moves, the car becomes your burden. Even I don't care if you got a pet. If your pet got to go to the vet, you can't keep up with the pet needs, it becomes your burden. Same thing with kids. Some people have kids, they're not financially strapped, they become your burden. But everybody else in America, they can have everything they want and keep the American dream going because they straight. Because the American dream for some people is the American nightmare. That's why the hood is in shambles. That's why we've been raised in poverty. That's why we so immune to seeing death. That's why in our life, we come in tune with death at early ages. We hear gunshots at early ages. We deal with trauma at early ages. Everything is different for us because it's a different program set up for us. And the program has been working because you're dealing with a people that has been kidnapped on their own land. And it's been a warfare going on. It's just that people thought they could buy their way out of this. They thought that the more money they make and the more money they spend, they are free and they are right and they straight. And that shit don't matter. It's okay. Now you're being seen. Now you're seeing that all the money in the world can't save your ass. Why you think you're seeing the fall of people like R. Kelly and all these other entertainers, all this fall when I spoke about Exhibit Broke, they're showing you out of all the money you made, you thought you was a god, but now we're breaking all of y'all down back to nothing. That's what all this shit is about. Now, mind you, it's a mental thing, meaning the only power they have is the power you give them. So when you're not moving accordingly and you're not making the right moves, they already got things in place to destroy you. So when Lil Boosie said they're trying to separate gangbanger from rap, they basically gonna tell you can't be a gangbanger. Lil Boosie says some real shit because he know what he's talking about. And you got to remember, every now and then they'll tell you what it is. And don't think a lot of them don't fucking know. They know. They just stay out the way. But Lil Boosie told you what time it is. So any rapper coming out right now, any young boy listening to this right now, any youngster, you better understand being a gangbanger and being a rapper is two different things. Just because you rap, you don't got to put your business out there if you is affiliated. Because that is a method they're going to use to put you in jail for the rest of your life. And when you get out, you'll be a broke down old man washed up with a whole lot of gray hair, and life has passed you by. That's why you see a lot of people from previous generations still playing catch up because they've been victims. We was too hard-headed, too stupid to listen. We was too blind to see. So now if you don't see it, it's no more excuses. It's all right here. So Lil Boosie told you. And don't forget Mo 3, who got gunned down on that highway in Dallas. That was blood. He just so happened to be affiliated with Lil Boosie. So maybe Lil Boosie might know what he's talking about when he said that they basically doing all this to separate gangbanger from rap. And you're not going to be able to be a gangbanger and rap no more. Also, French Montana came out lately, which I already know, and he said that record labels put out big insurance policies on the rappers. We already know that because we already know half the rappers that was on Empire dead. All of this shit go together. Dolph, all of that. Dolph was affiliated with the Crips. All of this shit go together. Because now if you're going to be a rapper, like I said, focus on being an artist, focus on your music, your talent, and they got shit to do with gangbanging. But they understood that gangbanging get me more sales. If I put this flag on, and I'm guaranteed 100,000 extra fans. I put this bandana in my pocket and I hold this gun. Man, I'm guaranteed to get 1 million subscribers. I'm guaranteed to get 50,000 followers. So now you understand why claiming the gang was trendy. When we know half of these dudes ain't even built like that. How many viral videos did you see these so-called young boys fighting? They don't even got no hands. They can't even fight. And I told you, even in the streets, it's levels to the shit. You can't go from a nigga that can't fight to straight picking up a gun. You ain't even know how to cut first. You ain't even know how to box first. In a give a hit, you gotta know how to take a hit. A lot of y'all ain't know how to take a hit. That's why y'all get knocked out. It's levels to all that shit to being a gangster. But they thought that if I get this flag and I got this gun and I smoke this gas and I play this music, I'm a gangster. All that shit was a program. Real simple. So that's what it is. But let me rewind one more time. People forget the so-called murder case for King Von is still open, y'all. 3 years ago. It happened 3 years ago, still open. Still open. And remind you, it was on video. Allegedly, Durk was on camera. And this man you see right here, he was involved with the case. He dead. King Von is dead. And it happened in Georgia. Same jurisdiction as this woman right here. So if you think she ain't investigating all that shit, you're sadly mistaken. Mind you, they already said OTF members are locked up right now as we speak under different state crimes, petty crimes, all type of other shit. But they saying his people might be telling, and it's a matter of time for they come for Durk. So allegedly, Durk is getting his peoples together, his lawyers, his legal team, and he's getting ready. And they're claiming that he is innocent and he is willing to fight whatever they got coming. And I already told you that he shut down his Instagram page. But the other question is, why is Lil Tim walking around, the one that killed King Von? Is Lil Tim working with the DA too? You don't know that, do you? So maybe when them Chicago boys came to Atlanta, they made it extra hot. And I understand that King Von was unaware. He didn't know much about the South. Because the South, they move a certain way. So you move to the South, you down south, all that rah-rah, knocking niggas out. Wow, that shit don't work like that. Them niggas will line you up real quick. So it looked to me sometime like King Von was used as a pawn. And don't forget, King Von from O Block, let's not forget, O Block also got indicted. O Block has been indicted in Chicago doing all of this shit. So I told you, these indictments going on everywhere. And Durk makes sure he stay his ass away from Chicago. King Von murder in Atlanta, King Von Hood indicted. King Von killer still walking around. See that? Bunch of crazy shit. That's all I'm gonna say. I told you the movie is right now. All right. So I'm just bringing the information. This is what's being said. And for those that didn't know about this woman, she's not a peon. She's fighting the Republicans, Trump, and the whole faction. And the rappers is the ones giving her clout, keeping her buzzing. And the whole key is to lock these niggas up and take all their money. And so that money goes back to the government and the niggas go back on the slave ship. All right. That's what all this shit is about. In my opinion, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to watch how this shit play out. Now that you know, knowing is half the battle. And you know what I tell you? Now that you know, you stay the fuck out the way. That's all you got to do. Salute to the chat. What's going on there? What y'all talking about? What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this child support thing? How Republicans are launching a bill that will require fathers to pay child support to unborn babies. Senator says legislation will make it possible for mothers to get back pay from as early as conception. So you get a chick pregnant and you try to dip on her or whatever you call yourself doing, you're going to be in a hole real quick. But what y'all think about this? Pastor John said it's terrible. Yeah. Good. Stop smashing because you're high drunk. Yeah, exactly. I better stop investing in condoms again. You better do something because they ain't playing with you. I told you they want your kids. Stop you from having kids, but if you have them, you can't take care of them, we'll take them. But it ain't about you capitalizing off your kids no more. That shit ain't going down no more. And they're not trying to really take care of you no more anyway. I think they made a secret meeting already agreeing on that shit. And that earned income tax was the last run of free money for your kids on that level. Because they've been studying the people, and the people, they done made it fucking hot. They know people fucking selling dinners, all type of shit. Selling their fucking EBT, all type of shit. And they doing it online. That's my point. That shit went on for years. People been selling food stamps since back in the day. That shit ain't nothing new. It's just that they didn't do it online. And some people had pride. You know, some people was ashamed to be on welfare. Now people proud of that shit. But really, welfare is just to sustain your situation so you can get right on until you get situated. Until you get situated. It's okay. But people made it a lifestyle. Just like they made being a junkie a lifestyle. So now you see why all these kids dying. Now you see why all these parents killing their kids, because they've been taught to be poor and to be junkies and think it's cool to be a poor ass junkie. This is your background now. This is now your new heritage. Embracing being a poor junkie. Why you think most of this goes on in the hood, which is called low level living. The communities they created to put you in. And a lot of people embrace it now. They love it. But now it's the same program that you're not even guaranteed to be around 20 years from now. You're not even guaranteed. This is how this shit's set up now. And a lot of people that they don't want to comply, we already know this. A lot of people ain't trying to hear none of this shit. So they're going to do what they do. And shout out to you. Just understand they ain't playing with you. Check this out. What's up? All this going on. Why don't you think for yourselves what ain't being talked about in the media? Yeah, that's true. Because the real shit ain't never going to be in the media. And if it does, they just going to touch on it. I know there's some shit they do too, man. You'd be surprised, man. They drop most of the real news on the weekend when they know people don't watch TV. A lot of stories, a lot of shit I caught on the weekend. I said, what the? They drop it on a Saturday. Shit like that. They do a lot of weird shit because they have to put their people on. See, because they talk two ways. So they talk to their people and they hope when they talk to their people, it go over your head. A lot of time, that's how it works. But they always have to give fair warning to their brothers and sisters. That's how they work. American Link said it might not be a bad idea. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, all they want to do is get high, have sex allegedly. Yeah, that's why I say, man. And that's why certain people got to understand that everything ain't your fight. Like when you know shit don't apply to you, don't worry about that shit. This is for people that do what Wax just said. They literally know goddamn well, nigga, no, he ain't trying to do shit, but smash this chick because he think if I smash her, I get deals on these stamps. I have somewhere to live. Yeah, this my baby mama, and I'm a leech off her. Shit like that. Not even a man that say, okay, I'm gonna get her pregnant. Yeah, I might be fucked up right now, but I'm gonna still hold her down. I'm gonna hold down the crib. I'm gonna watch the kids, make sure the kids straight, make sure they doing their schoolwork, make sure they eating right, make sure the house clean. You know, I might got my shit fucked up, but I'm gonna still make sure I keep shit in order. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my shorty right. See, niggas ain't thinking like that. This is talking about the niggas that's just out to bust a nut and have somewhere to live and take. They talking about them. That's what this shit is about. That's why I said they only want to control a certain people. They only want to eliminate a certain people. That's it. And yes, the planet is becoming overpopulated in certain areas because some of the people are doing the same old shit, breeding more poverty. And the whole key to this is, well, if you know goddamn well you're going to have kids, or you want to have kids, make sure you know you want to be with that woman, and then guess what? You won't have to worry about child support. And if you don't want to pay, then it's called a fucking condom, nigga. Ms. Jones, what's up, Ms. Jones? Did people forget it? Hold up. hold up. I just seen check this out said something. Yeah, people forget about global warming. Now this all applies to it. That's why we dealing with the hottest week right now. But even with global warming, that's a code name that they use, that they put on it. But yes, the atmosphere is being manipulated. Yes, they do have HARP, and they do manipulate the weather and things like that. They had the HARP program on a fucking old G.I. Joe episode. For those that know from back in the day that grew up on a cartoon G.I. Joe, they had that shit on a G.I. Joe episode. How I know that? Because recently I was watching G.I. Joe. And they had so much knowledge and jewels they was dropping in G.I. Joe. All that shit going on right now. G.I. Joe was popular when we was children in the 80s. They had the weather program and that shit on G.I. Joe in the fucking 80s. And all that alleged to be the main thing with the global warming. But like a wise man said, we can't give them credit for everything because they don't have that much power. Some of this shit is the works of the Most High. That got to do a lot with the water and the fire. And you ain't got to be the smartest person in the world to understand that we might allegedly be getting closer to the sun every year. And the closer we get to the sun is going to affect certain people differently. And then you'll understand why a certain amount of people starting to go underground. And they're not outside like that. A lot of this is by design. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. What up, John Shaft? What's good? What up? What else up in here? I see everybody up in here, but like I said, man, thank y'all for listening. If you didn't catch it, you make sure you hit the replay. This is what it is. Like I said, ain't too much going on, but just real shit, just real talk. And just worry about yourself, worry about what you got going on. Stop worried about the people, because that's another thing. People are too worried about what other people doing, too busy focusing on trying to study the wrong people, and too much worried about entertaining nothing. And I'm talking about people that think they're on a certain level. But I know what's going on for real. A lot of people are lost right now. And they're trying to find their way, but for some people, it's already too late. Because your thinking is already outdated. So just because you might have a voice to say things and you might be doing things, it doesn't mean that that's the end all and be all, or you the only one that know, or you the only one that have insight or outlook. See, that's another thing within the so-called black community. Everybody wants to be the head of the council. Everybody always want to brag about how they was the first to do this and that. But just because you started out first, it don't mean you're going to end out first. Meaning, don't mean you're going to win. See, because how you start is how you got to finish. So a lot of people started out one way, but when it was said and done, they fucking switched up everything. They didn't end how they started. They didn't stay on the path. They didn't keep putting in the work. And they didn't stay focused. So that's why everybody has different results. You got some people might start out fucked up, but they get on that path and they get focused, they get their shit together, and it ain't playing, and they shit come out on top. So it ain't about how you start, it's about how you finish. And we got to get off this ego shit. But then again, if you got an ego, I don't give a fuck, because the bigger you get, the bigger you blow yourself up, it's sometimes just the bigger you're going to fucking explode. The thing is, people do not adapt to this new millennium shit. It's a lot of people, they stuck in time. You think you on point, but really you behind in time. Why? Because you playing catch up. You've been playing catch up for a while. Some of y'all been so far fucking back, sleep out the fucking loop. Now you're trying to play catch up, but you don't understand this shit been fast forwarded to the highest level and you ain't in the loop. You is not according to what's going on. A lot of this shit people be talking, I knew that shit a long fucking time ago as a teenager. That shit is childish to me. I'm not tooting my horn, I'm just telling you. I would never come on here and make it like I'm the first to know some shit. Why? I come from the era of knowing. Because knowing when I came up was popping. If you didn't know and you was fucking stupid, guess what? You couldn't hang with the big boys. You couldn't be in certain circles. You could not be in certain loops. You couldn't be in certain rooms if you didn't have a certain amount of knowing. And you had to know how to what? Move. So now you'll see people, they might know a little something, but they don't know how to move. Then you see a whole lot of people moving, but they don't know shit. This thing called wisdom and understanding comes with time. And I'm going to entertain. I'm going to tell you how life really is. That life ain't all bad, all right? But in order for life to be good, you have to understand life as a whole, meaning what you heard. You got to take the good with the bad. You got to deal with everything as a whole. And once you become a master of that, then you can fly this. You can go down a narrow path. But life ain't to be miserable. And some people are miserable and they want you to be miserable. Some people hate their fucking life. And when you hate your life, guess what? You're always going to be concerned with somebody else's life. Whether it's jealousy, lust, envy, fantasizing, you're going to want what somebody else got or what they doing because you ain't doing it. And it ain't always about money. I told you, some people will say a whole lot, but in reality, they don't control shit. So that's a lesson to a lot of people that's real big-headed. And you think you so smart and you think your words have to be taken serious when really you should be giving yourself advice. And really, you should be updating your database because you studying everybody else ain't going to do shit for you because you still stuck in a box. I'm not in a box. I'm one of them type that will die before I get put in a box. Get it? So everybody ain't the same. Everybody also what? Everybody don't got the same goals. Everybody don't have the same agenda. That's the thing. And I'm going to explain that because I hear certain things, I see certain things, and it just shows me that a lot of people still don't get it. But guess what? Everybody ain't supposed to get it. But with this thing called life and this thing called reality and this thing called the metaverse and the matrix and the science of life itself, a lot of y'all can't keep up. A lot of y'all are outdated. Actually, a lot of y'all are already fucking dead. And now you're in a world where you have to do things to make yourself feel validated. And you got to say things to make yourself feel validated. But guess what? That ain't the real world. That's just the world in your head. Understand that. So when some people talk, I be listening, but when they shut up, I don't be paying them no mind anyway. And I advise you to do the same. Be your own leader, be your own boss. Look, everybody got a life to live. And we all on different paths. So when I say it ain't no black community, really what I mean by that is stop worried about everybody else. You ain't got to move with somebody else move. You ain't got to move with somebody else move, partner. You ain't got to move with somebody else move. You don't got to jump when everybody else say jump. Do your own thing. Do what works for you. That's what all this is about. Because what's going on right now is people are following people down a path of destruction on every level. You see? And another thing, people have been taking this internet shit too far. Taking the fucking internet too far. That's how I know a lot of people are fucking miserable. worry about the wrong shit too much. This shit is for entertainment and education and whatever else you want it to be. If you want to do a video dance and doing stupid shit, that's on you, because somebody gonna watch it and laugh. My point is, do what you do. Everybody ain't supposed to be doing the same shit. But if you let some niggas tell it, it's always about we all supposed to be doing this. We all supposed, no, we don't. Motherfucker, you do it. How about that? And then maybe somebody else will follow your lead and fall into play. But as long as you're worried about what everybody else doing, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And that's how the game works. You gotta save yourself. You can't save nobody. So all I do is I just add on. It's called building. I add on, and I want my people to add on. That's why I told you. Anybody that cover anything I cover, that's what I co-sign. If you my people, keep building, keep it going, because I'm gonna come back and build off that. We're supposed to build. That's it. Building. I lay some bricks down, you lay some bricks down. Then you understand some people, all they want to do is tear down. Just want to tear shit down. That's all they do. So when you're dealing with a village, everybody gonna play their part accordingly. And you don't gotta tell everybody in the village to do what they're supposed to do. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They already know what it is. So that's why I say what I do, this shit is organic, and all of y'all make this shit possible. And everybody's opinion is appreciated, whether I agree or not, because us being different is what makes the whole more powerful. Because in layman's terms, can't be predicted on how we move and how we coming and how we going and how things getting done. That's how it's supposed to be. Ain't supposed to be no fucking kumbaya. We all do this together. We all get crushed together. No. So that's all I'm saying. And y'all see what's going on. Y'all see this shit drying the fuck up. Y'all see this shit, man. Y'all see all this shit coming to a fucking end. And it's going to be a rebirth once again, but it's going to be a rebirth of a different nature. And a lot of people that set in their ways with all that old shit, man, you getting faded out of here. That's just what it is. So like I said, it ain't about how you start. A lot of niggas was the first of something. Ain't none of this shit new. Like, I don't know how long some of y'all been here. Who remember if I'm not mistaken, his name was Truth Unveiled 777. He was one of the first on here exposing the Illuminati, a black guy. But there was a white people first. How many of y'all remember Yash Kara? He's still doing his thing too. He was the one that had the voice that was talking about breaking the oath and a lot of different things. My point is, man, nigga, it been black people on here been breaking this shit. But it's always a nigga want to take credit. I started this. You ain't start shit. Just because you was the first to do something don't mean you was the first to know. Don't mean you started nothing. This shit ain't nothing new. Niggas always living in their ego. I know niggas that did start this shit, they ain't even on YouTube no more. That was bringing straight heat. But my point is, I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm just saying I only talk to the big-headed and I only talk to the arrogant. The thing is, why when we do something, we just can't do it for the greater good? Why it always got to be this what I did? Why we always got to try to get credit and clout off every fucking thing we do? That shit is childish. That's all I'm saying. Because just because you was the first don't mean you're going to be the last. And we keep forgetting this is a white man's platform. So why don't you be the first to start your own network? Then you'll be the first. Start your own engine. Start something that needs a trademark and a pattern on it. Then you'll be the first. Till you do that, you just playing a part. That's it. And I'm done with all that. Sip some more coffee and chill. It's nothing to me. Anyway, that's it. Episode 223. And that ego shit ain't getting niggas nowhere. That ego is the main reason why niggas ain't nowhere right now. The ego shit ain't nothing but a nigga pumping his own fucking head up. A nigga with an ego is like a nigga in the bathroom jacking off. Shit ain't about nothing. The thing is, can you maintain consistency, longevity? And can you have the love of the people? That's the question. Kings always rise and then kings fall. Because once the people turn on the king, eventually the king loses his crown. It's called overthrowing the king. Same thing happened to Louis XIV. Something like that. So a king who's in position but doesn't rule appropriately, he eventually gets overthrown. So yeah, just because you got power today or you had power, it don't mean you're going to sustain your power forever. And when you start taking people and things for granted, that's when they turn on you. And you're seeing a lot of that now too. Other than that, salute to everybody that's listening, everybody that's tapped in. Just analyze these lessons in life and understand that you control your own destiny. The individual that guides their own destiny is the individual that's going to make it where they got to go. You worried about other motherfuckers, watch where you're going to be at. And this is also a time where you have to know how to hold your fucking own. Cowards running packs, mice running packs, ants running packs, bees. A man holds his own and protect his family and loved ones. Period. So when niggas figure that out, then niggas will be somewhere in life and won't end up dead or in that prison or stuck somewhere fucking miserable. Because life done passed you by and you ain't even a player in the game no more. I'm still out here. I'm living my life. I suggest y'all do the same. On that note, For No Fame Live, episode 223. Hopefully everybody got something out the deal. Also, salute to Miss Angel V for the donation yesterday. And salute to everybody that's been supporting what I do. I'm gonna run through the chat one more time, then I'm about to get out of here. What's up, Sassy? Salute to everybody, though. You know what I'm saying? That's right. What up, Mr. X? I said, I guess that's it. I'm scrolling through, y'all. I'm scrolling through. Okay. I see you, Latasha Joy. What's up, Millie? All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Yeah, that's a fact, though, Mr. X. Whistleblowers don't last long in the industry. Yeah, all the original whistleblowers, they're not on YouTube. Some of them dead. Some of them got low. Some of them got kicked out the country. There's a lot of shit going on, man. Ain't none of this shit new. See, this is my point. We not in a time of knowledge. We in a time of wisdom right now. See, all of this shit that I be talking about, this shit is old news. Now I'm dealing with the wisdom of understanding, meaning everything that was already spoken on is now coming into play. It's right in your face. So meaning every agenda they was working for, it is now in effect. That's what I come in at. What's going on now? All this shit been knowledge. We've been knew about all this shit. But you didn't see it. You didn't understand it. Now they have gotten so blatant and bold, and they figure you so sleep, they don't hide shit no more. That's what all this shit is about. And they know some people are so dumb. They ain't got to hide shit no more. Same way I told you, some people was in this part of the school, some people was in another part. Because the people on that part didn't know what was going on. Yeah, we was in the same school, but they had y'all on that side doing other things. Y'all ain't know the whole picture. And that's why some people did, and out of all the classes, didn't make it to graduation. That's life. Everybody ain't gonna make it. So other than that, I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm out for real this time. That's right, Miss Deja. We in a time of wisdom. We all know a whole lot. We can sit and talk about what we know all day. But how many people gonna live in it and understand that shit? How many people gonna apply it to their everyday life and teach the ones coming after them? Because I told you, this ain't about me. It's about the people coming after. So I don't worry about no man or no older man, no old niggas. I don't care about that shit. I worry about the youth. And yes, I do speak with a lot of women in here because guess what? A lot of y'all got children, y'all got families that this information could be distributed throughout your family. So I'm doing my part. That's what I do. And this shit ain't nothing to me. But this how I give back. Y'all already know that. It's always about the information. And we're going to be entertained. So niggas be taking shit too serious. Hey, man, and when your life is fucked up and your life is lame as fuck, of course you're going to take everything serious. Me, I don't care about none of this shit. You dig? So on that note, I'm about to get out of here, man. I've been running my mouth too much. But yes, I'm going to stay me and I'm going to stay humble, man. And I'm going to always love my people. And if you ain't my people, then that's on you. Nigga, get up out of here. You heard? Other than that, man, we done. Book closed. Episode over with. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay good. I'm out. 1.